Hi, I'm Doug Smitty of Smitty's Gardening Services, here on behalf of ExpertVillage.com. Today we're here to talk about starting your plants from seeds. Where do we grow our plants? Now, most people are going to rely on a south-facing window. Why a south-facing window? Because that's going to get the sun from east to west. And that's real important. And as you can see, I have this in a window. It's getting some late afternoon sun here. And that's a great way, but bear in mind, your plants are going to follow the direction of the sun as the day goes on. So keep that in mind. And also, before you go to work, too, you want to make sure your plants are well watered, too, because that sunlight coming through the glass creates a tremendous amount of heat, and you don't want your plants to dry out and die. Now, in my opinion, the best way to start your seeds inside is make the investment in a grow light system. These come in all shapes and sizes. They have multiple tier ones. I got a simple one. I don't plant a lot of seeds every year. So the single tier system works great. Fits in a small corner. And what I like to do is kind of combine both elements. Put it near a sunny window so you can have the grow light and the supplemental light from the sun. And there's a reason for that. A grow light does not reproduce sunlight exactly. It doesn't produce the full spectrum of light that the sunlight does. So again, this sunlight from a sunny window will supplement that. This is a great grow light system because you can just raise and lower the light as the plants grow. So you want to start off and having your plants, maybe 3 to 4 inches below the light. This way they're not going to reach for the light and get all leggy. Now, as I mentioned before, when you have a plant in the windowsill, it's going to follow the light. In this case, your outer cells, the plants may reach inward towards that light. So what you want to do is once a day just simply turn your system around. So now the plants will just reach in the opposite way, and that really helps strengthen up the stems too. With this 40-watt grow light system, you want to expose your plants to this grow light for about 16 hours a day. So you can either turn it on when you get up in the morning and turn it off before you go to bed, or you can incorporate a little timer, which is what I like to do. And it simply plugs into the grow light system. They're really, really easy to use, and it turns on and off automatically. Now, since we have started our seeds and our demo plants are up and growing, as you can see, we no longer need that humidity dome. And like I said, you can adjust this height, and you want to keep an eye on it, because once the plants get too high and they start touching that fluorescent bulb, you could burn them. So just keep an eye on it, and as they grow, you can just raise your light a little bit at a time. And then when they're big enough, you're going to transplant them into bigger pots. And again, you're not going to set these plants outside until that last frost date. And one more thing you're going to want to consider when you're choosing your location is the temperature in which your plants are growing. Most seedlings prefer an environment of 70 degrees or more. That's very, very important. So you don't want to put your system near a drafty window. That draft's going to kill off a plant real quick. If you turn down your thermostat when you go to work, well, remember your plants aren't going to work. They're going to stay behind. So you may not want to turn your thermostat too low when you leave. And another thing you want to consider too is putting your grow light, of course, near an outlet so you can plug that in too. And you'll also want to put a small fan nearby too. Put it on low just to keep a good little air circulation going. Keep the plants healthy. It's going to reduce the chances of getting a fungus and that will result in much healthier plants.